What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm here making a video today. Um, gonna have some idea for a bunch of different videos. It's not gonna be every day, but definitely summertime is here and the videos don't get made as often. Um, just life is too good where we are. It's too nice. A lot of work going on, and unfortunately YouTube just takes a back seat a little bit. But gonna start getting into a little bit more videos. Season's getting over. Get these tourists back home. But what's up, people in the chat? What's up, Lauren? Been a long time. Hope you're doing well. But gonna talk about kind of getting yourself and putting yourself in a position to kind of find good stuff. As I think I'm more of the person that I rather go to 25, 30 thrift stores a week, and even if it's one a day, even if it's stopping at my one local thrift every single day. I mean, if you get an idea of the color tags, you can kind of tell what's new, what's put out. You get into a rhythm of, you know, how the new stuff gets put out onto the floor, when it gets put out. So you know, you come across stuff a little bit more often. Yeah, it's a little bit of work. You might have to, you know, get out there and make it happen. But it's fun. And I've been having a lot more luck, find a lot more things. So, you know, it's kind of getting into that part. See how you guys are all doing in the chat. But fourth quarter's here, starting to get fourth quarter ramped up. I'm getting close to 500 listings. I know people like, that's crazy. You only got 500 listings. That's all I need. I don't need 500 good quality listings. Most of what we sell is over $50 a item, and that's part of the thing too. I go out to stores. There's some things here I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a little bit of a thrift haul, and there's going to be some things that are going to be that under definitely, but I get them for a good price and figuring out how I do certain things. But I'm going to show you some things, and my wife is kind of on my case lately because I've been probably going too crazy with the thrift stores. She's like, oh, you got 4 hours today. I'm like, I'm going to hit 3 thrift stores or something. She's like, are you crazy? But it's just, you know, we go by a thrift store, I got to stop. And that happened the other day. We actually went to the movies, and this was part of it. We were there just at our local stores open, I think, 10 to 7. It's a Goodwill. And then, yeah, it's 10 to 7. And we went there the night before. I was there like 5:36. I got 2 things. The next day I went back, and they put out a bunch of golf stuff, and I had 50% off, and I got a bunch of different things. So it was actually really good. I mean, so for like $50, maybe $60, I forgot exactly what it was. One of these receipts. Don't worry about it. It was kind of like, oh wow, we got a lot of stuff. Some of it's going to get lotted together because want to move it, don't want to keep it. But get into some of the things the store. Yeah, we'll go into that store yesterday we went to. They had a bunch of golf stuff, and was just put out. My wife was talking to the lady, and this was a really nice shirt. I mean, nice pattern to it. It's not the greatest brand in the world, but it's a great golf brand, Peter Millar. And this style shirt, it's a button-up. It's just a regular cotton button-up. Should be a $30 shirt. We had a 50% off. Our store's $5 for shirts. So this wound up being $2.50. Our local store, I think it's our local store and the Worcester store. I think, because it doesn't make any sense because Worcester's like almost 2 hours away from me. Those 2 stores, but all the stores in Boston don't do this. They have stamp cards, and every $20 you spend, that you get a stamp. You get 10 stamps, you get 50% off. So we got multiple cars. I throw them in the center console of the truck. And every once in a while, if I think we're going to do really good, or if we find a bunch of things, I'll run out back to the car and get it. And then we came upon all these damn, wind up being, because I'm not going to show you all the same thing, but it's, I think it's 1, 2, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 7 of these Peter Millar golf shirts, and they're all extra large, if I remember right. They're all the cotton ones. The cotton ones do not sell that great, so it's kind of like, but for $250, because we got them half off, I'll lot these together. I'll probably ask like $150. They're all like, I don't know. My wife says they're all brand new, without tags, but they all look great. They're all nice colors, but you know, for I don't know, like $17, $16, we'll do pretty well. I'll lot them together. I'll ask like $150, even if they sell for like $120, I'm making money. I'll answer all your questions at the end. This way, I don't have to. You know, we could have a little question and answer at the end. So if I see a question, I'll grab it. Or if what's the word I want to say? You know, if you just wait a few minutes and I'll get to you. I'm not going to do too much stuff, but just showing you some of the things that we picked up. And I lost, where the chat go? Where did the chat go? Okay, there we go. Go back to work. This was another shirt. I don't usually pick this brand up too much just because it's all over the place. Lacoste. But like again, it was half off, $250. I mean, we'll get $25, $30 for it. So just a long sleeve polo. Always want to check the buttons on these. That's what the buttons should look like. It's actually the same buttons. Yeah, it's actually the same buttons on the Peter Millar shirts, if you notice. Never noticed that till right now. Got this one. This I think was $5. It's just a Brooks Brothers, but it's new with tags. This we paid $5. This was from a different store though. This was another. This was just a nice FootJoy golf shirt, $250. Nice pattern. Anytime you have any of the patterns on these shirts, they do a little bit better. I mean, you probably get $25 or $30 for that. The golf stuff continues because we got a bunch of these golf jackets, and I've known about this brand for a little while. I've just never been able to find it, and then we found it in Zero Resistance. This is Gore-Tex. It's a half sleeve pullover. These really go well. When I did research months ago or a while back, these were selling on their website, the Gore-Tex ones, for like seriously $350, $400. And sometimes you can get a little bit more depending on the golf club. Like this one is Trump National Colts Neck. I think that's in New Jersey. I don't know. Probably get 75 to 100 on that, I'm hoping. But that was like, that was $5, I believe. Sorry, just grabbing anything I see in the chat while I'm going through. All right. And then found this. This was $6, but it was half off. So this is a FootJoy. It's new with tags. It's like a soft shell vest. There's the tag. But actually, anytime I've ever gotten anything with Sea Island. Sea Island's a golf course in Georgia. It's actually done very well. People love it. This is an extra large. You notice a lot of these are extra large, so I'm assuming the same person donated this stuff. And that just going there every day, you just put yourself in the position. They put that stuff out. I just happened to be in the area and was able to score. This is another zero resistance. This is just a regular like wind stopper. Has a random, not a random, I should say. It says Ransom Cup, Pines Valley. That's also in New Jersey. And this one, I don't know, probably 50 to 75. I don't think it's going to be do as well as the Windstopper one. Let me see here. We got this. This was marked up to 25, but we got it for 12. It's just your basic St. John Sport. Not to be confused with St. John Bay. No freaking St. John Bay. St. John Sport. This has this print on it. I don't know how well it's going to do. I think I just listed that yesterday. Some of these my wife took pictures of yesterday. Just a pair of Brooks Brothers pants. These had a really nice pattern to it. You see it right here. And they've never been used. They actually have a, you can tell there was a tag here somewhere. This tag would have been ripped out. It rips out. I mean, it's never been washed. You can tell. It's like a paper tag. So, I mean, I'm not sure how I'm going to sell it, but this will sell. I paid like $3 for the pants, half off. And we got 2 pair of these cool shorts. These have long inseam. I think they're like, the inseam on these are like 18-inch. These are like almost like culottes or whatever you want to call them. It's like, remember the style with the denim shorts a few years ago? Like, they were down to your knees, basically, or down to your ankles. So there's 2 pair of these. These were half off, whatever shorts are. I don't know what shorts are at my local store. 5 or 6, so that's like $3, $2.50, $3, somewhere in there. And those actually sell really well. I'm gonna lot those together. I'm probably gonna ask $80 to $100, or should get very close to that. Brand always sells when we get it. I've never sat on anything by that brand. Jason lived on Sea Island. I would bet Sea Island's actually, I mean, anytime anything's an island. I've been to Savannah, Georgia. Savannah, Georgia was very nice. I just got to show a few more things, and I'll get into any questions you guys have. Then I got these at a Savers. These are just 7 for all mankind. The brand, the cut standard. These look to be brand new. They were like $7. Our Savers have like these odd things. I don't know if they do it everywhere now, because I noticed they did it when we were in Chicago too. Now you have it's all animated, so you give them your telephone number, and every time you spend $100, you get a 20% off thing. It's really weird. I'm not sure how that works or why it's like that. I guess they did away with that. Spend $75 to get 30% off now. Thrift stores always trying to con somebody else. These are a pair of linen and silk Ralph Lauren pants, new with tags. Paid about $10 for these. And a lot of this stuff, if you notice, like the golf stuff, is good time to list right now. Those pants should sell right about now. The shorts should sell right about now. So all this stuff, I'm hoping will go in the next month or so. These were a pair of A&G women's. They're short pants, so I don't know what you call them, culottes or whatever. Really off with the ex-boyfriend slim boyfriend tapered digital luxury. What the hell? They almost feel like a like velour. They're cotton and Mondel. I don't know what Model is. Model. But they're newer tags right there. I paid about $8 for these. They are size 28. I don't know what size 28 is. 28 waist, I guess. Then I get some suit jackets. This is a older polo by Ralph Lauren, made in USA. But this is your typical blazer. It's double-breasted, has the brass buttons. Paid $7 for this, and this should be probably $100 jacket. Those double-breasted ones do actually really well. I will weight on it. It's a bigger size too. It's like a size 48 long or 46 long. This is just a no name. There's no name in it, but it's really nice quality. It has dual side vents in the back. It has working cuffs where these open, and you could roll up the cuffs. You unbutton them. Just really nice silk and wool blend, green, summertimey blazer, and very nice and light. I paid like $10 for that. I took a chance on it because I like the color of it. Then this is a Zegna, this is a Hildo, whatever, Zegna jacket. You see a really nice print on this. And it has like a gray Glen plaid with a nice, like, it's almost like a rust color window pane. This is really nice. This is wool and Angola. I think I said it right, Angola. I think that's a country too, right? And like this is a nice, another nice pattern. Nice gray and like a gold window pane. Dark gray and, well, probably black gray. And this is a Brooks Brothers 818. This is kind of more their top of the line. 818 usually has like a little better fabric. This has E. Thomas fabric, 120 wool. It's really nice. Show you the tag. These tend to do a little bit better than the regular Brooks Brothers stuff. There's the tag. It's more recent too. And then the other tag. If it was something E. Thomas cloth, 130 wool. The higher the number on the wool, like if it's 130, 150, it's better quality wool. I once sold, because I didn't know about it at the time. We came with a Brioni, what do you want to call it? A Brioni jacket. It was a suit jacket though. And this was back when I really knew what suit jackets were, this and that. I got it, but it was $250 wool. And that's really fine, really expensive. I later found out it was probably like a $10,000 suit. Problem is, we only had the top. We didn't have the pants. I didn't know. That's back when I used to do everything for auction. I don't even think I was making videos at that time because we didn't really make videos all the time back then. And then I stopped for 7 months. But we put it up for auction. It went for like crazy money. It went for like $300. And I couldn't figure out why. And then I realized the wool. This was a men's jacket we found, and pants. It's a suit. And the brand on this is, hopefully I don't have to. Yeah, there you go. Suit Supply. They're really a newer company. I think they've only been around since 2010. They make really good quality suits. The write-up on them is that basically they make a really good suit that's probably worth like $3,000, or you'd expect to find from like Zegna or Giorgio Armani or something, but for like $800. They usually have working cuffs. They have dual vents, higher quality wool, very nice. That I think we paid like $15 for. It's a kind of an odd size. It's a 38 short, which probably will be a little longer tail. And that would be about it. But That's, oh, got one more thing. I had one more thing. I buried it. Give me a minute. I found this the other day. My wife absolutely loves this. She's actually already had it cleaned, or she cleaned it, I should say. This happens when you bury something that you want to show. So I got to go through all this shit. All right, there we go. But I found this the other day. I paid $20 for it. Ooh. And it's a polo Ralph Lauren, you know, all over print comforter. It's a queen size comforter. And I found out of the thrift. That's like one of those things that you have on your list that you always want to find. I found it, and prices are all over the place. Like, I think people are kind of just selling them cheap as shit on there. I've seen some sell for, you know, people are trying to get like $60 for them, and I you know, you can get a lot more for them, because I know when I look for them online, you can find them. You can't find them for that cheap of money. So I paid $20 for that. I knew automatically. I sent the picture to the wife, and she went crazy about it. So she was good. She was happy. So I'll get to some questions. We'll see right here. Okay. What's up, Lonnie? How you doing, brother? Ronnie, I'm listening to a pair of jeans right now that our boyfriend. What's the deal with that? Is it supposed to be like women that were wearing their boyfriend jeans? You know what? I have no idea what that cut is, because the one we got is more like a slim cut. So I'm not really sure if it's like what kind of cut they are, but it's really odd. But what's up, brother? How you doing, Mr. Tech and Sport? Yeah, I noticed people were selling stuff really cheap, even like other sizes. It's really weird. People just sometimes throw it up there. I think they get quick of it. Ronnie, have you ever heard of Cuffy's on Cape Cod? Yes, there's a store. It's a store that sells basically Cape Cod style. I mean, it's a local company to us, I believe. I know they used to have a warehouse factory store that had just like Cape Cod clothing. Basically, go there and you buy all your Cape Cod shirts. Because I know that's what we used to do when we used to go there a few years ago. Well, I mean, now we're talking like 20 years ago when we used to visit the Cape before we moved here. So that's what that's all about. I don't think anything they make is that popular or special. It's kind of like vacation wear or souvenir clothing, I would say. All right, how busy is September to December as for you as far as selling clothing? July was very slow. The summer for us, Josh, is always slow. And I haven't been listing much. I haven't listed much since, we're talking like maybe March. We've had about 650 listings in March. We're down to like 475 at the moment. I'm trying to get back up to about 600 by the end of this month, if not more. But, you know, like it's different for everybody because everybody's got different game plans. We try to sell an average of $50 to $60 per item, as other people may sell their items $10, $20. So when you go back and forth, you know, people may say, hey, I got 1,000 listings or 2,000 listings, but we may actually have more quality and more money invested in our 500 listings than people do in their 2,000. And we don't even need to sell that much. You know, to make $10,000 a month, I only need to sell 200 items. Has that happened this summer? No, it hasn't. This summer's been slow. But I've also been focusing more on our sign business, selling signs and stuff like that, vintage advertising, traveling a lot this more, enjoying the summer, and getting ready for surgery in October. So Let me see here. So anyway, the answer to the second part of your question is it does pick up. It does depends on what you're selling. But I know for us, like last year, we were doing in the summer months between probably on the average like 5,000. Now, when fourth quarter hit from September to December, we were averaging some. My wife put a motorhome in the way, but I know we were averaging probably between 9 and 11. And this year is no different. I plan on hitting at least 10 to 12. If not, I want to see if we can get to 15, hopefully in October or November. But it will take a lot of work. No, just regular surgery. It's nothing spectacular. I've never had surgery before, so it's something I've actually put off a while. We actually had a change in insurance last year that was supposed to have happen, and then this year, everything with my wife being away and her mother-in-law passing, I was gonna have it done then, and then we had it scheduled for after the summer because I didn't want to go through the summer healing and recuperating. And I would have just been a miserable asshole, more so than I already am sometimes, I guess. Ronnie, when you list clothing, you should put both the size tag and actual measurements in the title, or just one or the other, then explain it in the description. I always take pictures of the size tags, but sometimes things are tailored, so you kind of have to, you kind of have to understand, especially with suits and sport coats, because sometimes people have them tailored differently, so the tag might not match up 100% with the item. Sometimes if things look like they've been tailored, I will leave them behind. They have to be something very specific or special for me to pick them up. I leave things behind quite often. Like a few weeks ago, we were at a Salvation Army. I picked up a bunch of things. It was half off day, and I picked up two really nice Xenia suits. One happened to be a limited edition suit. Never seen that before. I reached out to a bunch of other sellers, some sellers that sell upwards of like $1 million or probably even more than that, and have been doing this since day one, selling clothes on eBay, high-end luxury stuff, and was like, they didn't have any clue of it. I have an idea of what it retailed at, but when you can't find any that is sold, it's kind of hard. So I picked out the two better suits, but I left probably 5 or 6 older style suits behind. You looked at them, the inside tags were very faded. Some of them had like thinning wool in the crotch area. Some had like stains on them. So now you're going to, it's like okay condition. The older Xenia stuff sits a while usually, unless you're giving it away. I think people are starting to realize, and they're more dated styles too. 3-button suits, or my pleated pants. All that stuff is kind of not in right now. People want flat front pants. They want 2-button jackets. More of a slim fit jacket is very popular now too. So it's really, you believe the right, it's the crotch region. You guys are killing me today. But it's okay sometimes to leave things behind. I wasn't gonna spend. I think at our dry cleaners, the one my wife knows the guy. I think it would have been still at least $10 for us to. But you can tell by the tags of items, because all items will change their tags over time. And that's a big thing. You have to try to figure out when they change their tags. And when they change their tags, you can figure it out a little bit better. But, I know from just experience that that's an older tag. Xenia changed their tag around 2003, and then they changed their tag around 2013, 2014. So it's kind of staying up on these styles and going to the local, local like Nordstrom's or so on and so forth. So it's always good to go out there and kind of see what's available. So that's one thing to do. And then you get an idea. I mean, you can tell by just the style of the suit sometimes, Liberty. Um, but going through, I don't see any other questions. I'll give it another minute or two. You shop also at Marshall and TJ Maxx. Yes, we do for the yellow tags. I believe they just started Monday or Tuesday this week. Usually a good time. The winter one is a lot better for us than usually the summer one, but we still go through. They do their semi-annual clearance twice a year. We've had lots of videos in the past talking about that and so on and so forth. Usually do fairly well. It just depends on what's available. We were at a few today, and I didn't see that much of anything special that I was interested in picking up. So, what's up, my Costa Rican brother? You bought a pair of Edward Green shoes at a estate sale for $5. And they smell like raw ass. How can I get that smell out? Some people, I mean, there's a lot of different ways people say you can smell out, like cedar chips, like lock them in a bag with cedar chips, or I've heard cat litter, like put them in a bag with cat litter, leave them out in the sun for a few hours or a few days, and the sun will help. Leather's kind of hard to get the smell out, but it has to be done. There has to be ways to get smells out of things. I would start there. There's probably YouTube videos how to get smell out of shoes. And there's probably, I've heard freezers, people putting stuff in freezers. I think Mad Main used to do that. She used to put the stuff in the freezer when she used to get home from the stores for a few days, like in a lockup freezer. We got Costa Rica. We got UK in the house today. We got everybody. We got everywhere's. How is everybody going? Stuffing with fabric, softening sheets, Lauren said. LA, I'm not out thrifting because I just got home from thrifting, and I figured I'd make a little video because I had a little bit of time and the wife's at school. So I figured that would be a good time to make a video. She's at school most of the time during the day. That's why she hasn't been out thrifting with me as much. But gonna get going here, boys and girls. But have a good day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll make another video tomorrow, maybe. But as far for the two, I don't know if I said this earlier. I might have. But for the live shows, I'm not going to be doing any Pickers Church shows, at least for the rest of the month. I got too much going on. It's kind of hard to run home and try to do these shows at 9 o'clock. And then sometimes I'm just not in the mood because I've been out all day or hanging out at the beach or something like that, and then I got to run home to do a video, and I'm just not in the mood. So hopefully we'll get back into them soon. It'll be a little bit better. But see you guys later. Have a good day. Thank you all for coming. Remember, thumbs up, like, subscribe, share. See ya.